Hey there guys, I'm going to be going back to the Chaotic Darkness trial and showing an alternate method to do the fight. So we're going to be using this team. There's a few things that are really specific that you need to do to use this setup. For one thing, you need your secondary provoker, which for us it's going to be Sylvie. You need them in party slot number 1. So Sylvie is going to be on Golem for provoke with the Moogle plushie, so she can provoke those dispels when they come in. Other than that, Sylvie is going to be using some Dark Resist, and you want as close to 100% as you can. I couldn't really fit 100% because it's kind of hard to gear for Provoke and Status Immunity and Dark Resist. But you want as much Dark Resist as you can get on your secondary Provoker, as well as some defense, and actually defense is more important than Spirit. So that's going to be Sylvie's duty. She's also going to be doing Status Immunities, Resistances, buffs, etc. Myra is going to be our healer, because she can do heals, mitigation on turn 1, and also she can entrust. That's going to be really important for this setup. So she's going to be using some limit fill gear, some resistance, status immunity, and you want dark resistance. On the whole team wants some dark resistance. Charlotte is going to be our double tank. She's going to be pulling double duty. She'll be provoking the single target with passive provoke, and she'll be covering the magic. So she needs to be pretty well geared, but Charlotte is a really good tank, so she can pull it off. So she's going to be doing 100% Dark Resist, and as much Water Resist as you can fit. Now, I only gave her Siren, which gives her a 70%, because my Siren has the Water Resist nodes. She's not wearing any Water Resist gear, but there you go. And Status Immunity is important to Paralyze. Paralyze needs to be on her. The rest is not too important. Confused is important as well, but I think she's naturally confused immune. Lauren's going to be our breaker. Just other than that, she just got status immunity, some dark resist, and that's really pretty much it. Oh, I gave her a Nethicite. Because we're not using full immunity, Nethicite will absorb an AoE attack every now and then. It's not critical. You can do without it. It'll just help lower the damage on Charlotte a little bit. Esther is going to be our DPS. She's using a holy weapon, the Excalibur Greatsword. That's going to help seal the boss and take kind of like some of the load off my shoulders of the turn-by-turn requirements. Other than that, Dark Resist and some Human Killer on Diablos. And the friend we're grabbing is Grolix's Esther. Same thing, got the Dark Resist. He's got a non-elemental weapon. That's fine. She'll be imbuing herself. And he's got some Limit Burst gear. Alright. So let's get into it. So the mission is deal holy damage 3 times or more. Because my Esther is using a holy weapon, that's no problem. Finish with a limit burst, should be fine. And within 20 turns. Hopefully. We're going to see how Esther does. Alright. So the usual turn 1, we're going to Combat Overdrive and Shock Embrace. So let's go ahead and Shock Embrace and Combat Overdrive. Lauren will break the boss with her cooldown, General's Manifesto. Charlotte will cover magic. Her limit burst is not ready yet. Myra is going to Roaring Crowd for the mitigation, and we're going to Live Concert for the re-raise, just because this first turn is going to be kind of painful. Alright, Sylvie is going to give us a Resist All buff, and a... we don't need Status Immunity yet, so we're going to do a Resist All. And I think Sylvie's going to do a Marrying Watch over me for the stat buff. I think that'll be the most useful thing on turn 1. Yeah. Alright, so this turn 1 is going to be pretty painful. We don't have good mitigation up. We don't have the good everything else up. We don't have the good resistance up. Let's see. Charlotte. Oh, we're not imperiled yet. Because we're not imperiled yet, Charlotte took minimal damage. That'll change later, but actually, hopefully by then we'll have Limit Burst ready to go. So let's go ahead and Demagnetizing with our DPS and see if we can get lucky on these crystals. Where's Demagnetizing? Alright, let's see what kind of crystals we get. Hopefully we can fill Charlotte and Myra if possible. We got Charlotte. We're a little bit short on Myra. Maybe. Let's find out. Let's go ahead and 4U over to Sylvie. And I guess we will... Let's Piercing Voice. No, it's not Piercing Voice. Let's do that next turn. This turn, we're going to 4U to Sylvie, and I guess we'll... intro. Oh, perfect. We got Sylvie's Limit Burst. Okay, so we're going to do it Sylvie, and we're going to Limit Burst with Charlotte. And Lauren will use Nethicite just to lower the damage. Nethicite absorbs one of the AoE magic attacks. Because our Charlotte is not fully immune, because she's low on resistance, that'll help Charlotte take a little bit less damage. And again, it's not a requirement, it just helps. Yeah, see that Darka? It didn't actually go off because Nethicite absorbed it. But we're good for now. We're good. Alright, let's go ahead and break the boss with Lauren. Let's have Myra. We're not going to do anything on Myra quite yet. Actually, I think Myra is going to... Yeah, Myra is going to... We're going to go ahead and for you over to Sylvie again. And we're going to use a strong Light in Peril, so my Esther does even more damage. Charlotte is going to give us a limit fill buff. Let's see... Build limit rate, there we go. Sylvie is going to double the fun. At this point, we need Gracious Knight and Status Immunity with Spring Cleaning, because we're going to get stopped pretty soon, and that'll prevent the stop. Alright, so let's go ahead and limit first with the Esters. This is probably not going to push the threshold, maybe. Oh, we did, perfect. Threshold, very nice. Okay, so we're going to get a gravity attack on Charlotte, but no big deal. Okay, because we push the threshold, we're going to stun the boss here. That's double bolting. Let's have Sylvie. Fun times 2. Let's imbue Holy Element to both the Esther. Actually, mine doesn't need Holy Element. Let's Holy Element to the friend Esther. And let's Lightning Element to mine just to refresh the Lightning imbue. Alright, Lauren will break the boss again because it's available, so why not? Let's see, Charlotte. I guess you'll limit again because it's ready, so we'll just go ahead and do that. So we can get these crystals not wasted. Myra, you don't really need to do anything. You know what Myra's going to do? Myra's going to use her own limit burst to cure those imperils off the team. Okay. So let's go ahead and chain again. So this is going to stun the boss because we did holy damage. Okay, so here we go. Stun, light cast away the darkness. Outstanding. Let's go ahead and have Sylvie do No Bunny Left Behind for the resistance buff. Charlotte will Knight of Grand Shelf. They give us a magic mitigation and a boost our defense and spirit. Esther's will Rikiki again. See what kind of damage we deal here. Alright, not quite the 50 threshold. Oh, not quite. That's fine. Let's go ahead and manufacture Nethicite for the, what's it called? It'll absorb this next attack. Let's go ahead and for you over to Sylvie to keep her limit burst going. And I guess we'll... Not much else for Charlotte to... For Myra to do this turn. Yeah. Not much to do. I guess we'll just album cover. Whatever. Who cares? Okay, so this will be just a regular turn. Dark Star, etc. Charlotte's taking some hits, but she's fine. This is why I said people should pull for Charlotte a few weeks ago. Because she's amazing. She's straight up amazing. Alright, so let's have Sylvie doubled. Actually, no. Let's have the Esters. Tempest Charge. We're going to... Let's have Lauren break the boss for now. Let's have Esters re-imbue themselves. Add Lightning Element. And then we'll just bolt in twice. Oh, actually, we've got what's it called? Shock Embrace available. So we'll Shock Embrace, and then bolting twice. Let's see, Shock Embrace and bolting twice. There we go. Let's go ahead and do that. And this should push the next threshold. Alright, it did. Perfect. So now we're going to use Sylvie here to provoke, because the boss is not going to attack this turn. It's important to notice. Let's refresh that. Let's 4U over to... Actually, no one needs 4U. So we will, I guess, audition and hit single. Whatever. Not a whole lot for Myra to do this turn. Okay. So this is going to be the threshold. The boss is going to do the gravity attack. No big deal. Alright, and we provoked with Sylvie last turn. That's very important to remember. We provoked on her on the threshold turn. Alright. Now Sylvie is going to No Bunny Left Behind for the resist. We're going to Fenrir, because the boss is going to attack before dispelling, and I want that dodge to dodge the first attack on Sylvie. So the Espers are going to chain. Let's have Charlotte do a limit fill buff. We're going to have Myra entrust over to Sylvie, because she's going to need it for later. And I guess we'll do album cover. Whatever. And let's go ahead and chain again. So we're dealing holy damage with my Esther, who is currently using a holy weapon. Ooh, nice damage. Okay. As you see, the first few attacks go to Sylvie, but then Sylvie's provoke gets dispelled, and the rest of the attacks go to Charlotte. And Charlotte does not get dispelled, which is the important part. Now we're going to stun the boss, so we're going to go ahead and have Sylvie, because she got dispelled. We'll refresh her buff. Let's see here. Myra needs to dispel that shield off the boss, so we'll dual white. We'll dispel the enemy, dispel, and we'll just Curage you. Lauren will break the boss again. And Lauren's Limit Burst, by the way, imperils Holy and Lightning. So that allows our Esters to deal full damage. Alright, let's go ahead and Bolting Strike. Now this is going to stun the boss. Okay. Charlotte will reapply the mitigation. Boss is now stunned. Recoiling from the light. Or light casts away the darkness, whatever. Alright, how's our Thunder Imbue? Adds Thunder element. How long do we have left on this? Did it wear off? 2 turns. 2 turns on our Lightning. Okay. So we'll go ahead and mitigate. We'll go ahead and absolute Rikiki here, and this should push the threshold. Before I do this, let me think real quick how we're going to handle the next few turns. The death is on turn 9. We're going to push the threshold here. Okay, so the death is on turn 9, below 20%, but we're going to skip it because we're pushing the threshold. So let's go ahead and push this threshold. Okay. So Esther is going to absolute Rikiki, and that'll push that threshold below 20, which is going to skip the death. Outstanding, perfect. Let me think for 1 second. Let's have Sylvie provoke. Let's have Myra do a 4U over to Lauren. And we'll do an album cover as well. Yeah. Lauren is going to just guard. We're not ready to attack yet. Alright, Endless Knight's Command. Okay, so the boss is stunned here. I'm realizing I shouldn't have limit bursted that turn, but whatever. Okay, darkness is gathering. Alright, let's see if... I did provoke last turn. Yeah, provoked with Sylvie. Alright, so we're going to Tempest Charge and Bolting Strike 3 times. Bolting Strike. Sylvie is going to 2 times. We're going to imbue Holy to both our units. Even though I'm using Holy, that was pointless. Oh, whatever. Alright, so we're going to chain, and if we kill the boss... Alright, let's have Lauren pop her limp burst, just in case we kill the boss here, so it'll give us credit. But we might not kill the boss. Probably won't, actually. We didn't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so Myra is going to... Let's see. We're going to 4U over to Lauren. And we're going to live Conjure for the AoE re-raise. Charlotte is going to... where is it? Fill the limit gauge a little bit. Where's her skill? This isn't the one, right? No. Oh, it's this one. Here it is. Wait, that's not it either. This is it. This is it. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can get... Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, so we're going to kill the boss next turn. Alright, so there's the Dispel on Sylvie, who provoked it. Oh, I forgot about doing immunity buffs. Whoops. That's fine. It's no big deal. We're good. Okay. So that was a little bit messy. But that's alright. So we're going to go ahead and Dispel with Sylvie. We're going to Break again, which also imperils. And now we're going to finish the boss with a Limit Burst. Alright, so that was a little bit messy. I messed up on turn 10. I kind of went preemptive and thought I was going to finish off the boss there. And I wasted Lauren's turn and all that. But it's fine. We got it. 11 turns, did it with Limit Burst with Esther. It was really messy last turn. I kind of want to redo the fight, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's good enough. Okay, there we go. So we used a secondary provoker. So what you the key of that is, so Charlotte doesn't get dispelled. The secondary provoker eats the dispel, which happens in the beginning of the round, and then the rest of the attacks go to your main provoker, and she keeps all her buffs. So there you go, a way to do Chaotic Darkness with an alternate team. See you guys next time.